if you're new to this channel, please, thank you so much. Welcome aboard. I kind of reincorporate some of my own music and, talents and things like that and creative sparks. So this is just a very plethora of a beautiful, creative, mystical, magical, witchy, beautiful, bougie things, okay? So we do so much on this channel. So like I was saying, if you're new to this channel, welcome aboard. If you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for staying with me all these years. And what this video is going to be about Valentine's Day. Well, kind of the theme of Valentine's Day, hence the roses and the whole lovey-dovey feeling. Now I know there's some folks out there who are really weird about Valentine's Day. I used to be one of them. That was kind of like anti-love, anti-Valentine's. I always wanted to be against it and be like negative. But over the years, and of course now having little ones of my own, I've incorporated it as more of a, radiate love, and most importantly, to make it a day of self-love. I think that that is what we should be doing, and this video is really going to be about self-love and what I consider things that you can do for yourself or perhaps even for others in your life. Now, even before being in a very healthy relationship or the many various relationships that I've been in, I started to kind of get this feeling of self-love, taking care of thyself and everything, because I think that it's really, really important for us to know ourselves. It's very important. But not only that, but to kind of know how to communicate and react with others or act with others. What's the word, And I also have read a lot of self-help books, improvement books. I still do it to this day. I really love and appreciate them. And I found that all these years of folks, and society kind of telling me that, oh, self-help is just like, okay, like something kind of silly to it. I've actually become more empowered with it, and I'm going to incorporate that self-help, self-improvement books in the self-love package of what you should do for yourself for Valentine's. So picking up a book, I still do it to this day. An amazing thing to kind of really motivate and inspire. I like to improve and just read books like that. So self-improvement books, things that are going to help you kind of motivate and improve your own life, because it really is a ripple effect. The more that we improve ourselves, we look within ourselves into the witchy sides of things, because this is also a channel that I kind of, that's more accepted a little more now too, but I kind of give you guys a glimpse of self-care and self-love rituals to kind of learn more about yourself. Being more in tune with energy and stuff, and that's where I was going to go with this, was being working on yourself to the point of even working on the negative, the flaws, sitting with your shadow self. Shadow work is such a big thing for me right now. It has improved so much of my life. It's not even funny. I personally deal with a lot of mental health. Like I have, have had depressions in the past, fight the seasonal depression things and everything. And one of the biggest things that I can say that has helped me in that journey is really, really starting to dive deep into my own mind. You may need help from a friend, family, you may need help from, a therapist or somebody licensed who really does these things. So please don't overlook that, okay? But for me, I've done the counselings, I've done the whole going to family and friends, which is still a wonderful thing. You need outside influence to not energy dump on others, as well as kind of sit with myself, but not dwell in the negatives, because it's so easy to do that, to dwell on the negatives. I have a friend who's constantly letting me know and saying, negatives are a natural bias. Our minds are more attracted to the negative things because it's so easy to just get right in there and let it kind of stew and simmer. But what I've learned is to kind of push that kind of stuff aside and learn ways to kind of stop that stuff in its tracks. So doing shadow work for me has really opened my eyes to that. And then also just kind of being my own mental advocate. Once again, I am not a doctor, I'm not a professional, so please, if you need serious help like that, don't be afraid to ask. Reach out to those who you know that love and support you. That is so important. Kind of know ourselves. So the more we know ourselves, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the full 100% us, And the more we stand in our authenticity, because we hear so much about that as well, as standing in your authentic truth, it's so important. Your truth and your vibe attracts your tribe. And I know we've heard that so much from, you know, many various sources and resources, and I'm not trying to like downgrade. I don't know exactly who said it first, but know your worth and know your circle and those that are going to be, you know, adding to growth, and that you can add and motivate growth to them, and vice versa, positives. You know, as what is it, Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, you check out his channel, he would always say no Coca-Cola relationships. And that's so important. Don't digest and ingest negative toxic things, whether it's food, we don't do it to our bodies. Don't ingest and indulge in these negative toxic kinds of things. I know like the things that motivated me as a whole overall is to force myself, and not in a negative mean way, but do things that kind of make me push myself out of my comfort zone and to be better to myself. And of course, exercise is a no-brainer. People have said it before, but it's so true. Exercise and eating right is like half of the issues that kind of spiral into our lives. So I force myself in a very respectful, polite, and sweet way to kind of you know, do 10 minutes of a yoga stretch, do 10 minutes of high intensity interval training. You know, if it's not something that intense for you, don't let my wording scare you, because I'm really not like a total, I mean, look at me, I'm not totally a gym rat, but I love fitness to an extent. You can do anything that's in your level. You know, if you want to skate, if just move around, simple. You can go outside and walk through the woods if you have that access. I know with the pandemic it's a little difficult, but you know, anywhere you can mask up or be safe, or go in your own backyard, walk around your neighborhood, get out in the sun, feel that beautiful energy of the world and the earth, because we only have one life, so you better just live it, right? Like we should be living. Not everybody lives, but we are guaranteed death. And I have learned within myself and the self-love and self-care that if I want to try to keep myself around for my family, that I have to start treating myself better, because boy oh boy, you guys have seen even in my past videos that I personally wasn't you know, doing the best for myself and not taking care. But now I've just made it my mission to make sure that I'm treating myself number one. Yes, I'm a mother, my kids are very important to me, so that is the next level on my steps. And then of course my spouse and my mom and my family. Bring up your vibration, bring up that love vibe, and just totally love yourself. Now I have talked about some beautiful you know, rose quartz stones for self-love and rhyodonite for self-love. There's aventurine, green aventurine, so the heart chakra stones. That's my take on it. So we're gonna follow right into it with using crystals for self-love and just self-appreciation, raising that vibration naturally. The other ways are so simple and easy, you know, improvement books, stimulating the mind. We've got the exercise. Feeding your body right is so important. I'm pretty big on that myself because I am ADD diagnosed, attention deficit disorder, since I was 7 years old. As I've gotten older, researching more about it, you guys know from other videos that I've been mentioning that, you know, and other folks have said that the, you know, food dye colorings, certain foods that are processed and everything, I'm getting so in tune with you know, eating right, that I'm balance it off with that. So just treating your body right, the things you put inside of it. And then of course with the weight loss journey, I'm actually drinking a cucumber, pineapple, water and ginger and lemon drink that detoxes to help with weight loss. So the things that we put into it, important, especially for us mothers, for everybody. It's just so important. Always put yourself first. And no, it's not selfish. We've been so conditioned to think that putting yourself first or caring about yourself is a detriment to others, and that it's so selfish and so horrible. But really what I've learned is not. The better that I've become for myself, the happier that I've become for myself, you know, getting into a routine, really sticking with it, I've become a better mother. You know, there's things that we all have to work on always, but, you know, a better mother, a better, you know, friend, parent, and everything like that, daughter. So it's just, it really has improved my outlook on things and makes me want to strive to do more, of course. So look to others to bring you happiness. Don't look to others to to fulfill your expectations of what a great Valentine's Day or any day is. Look to yourself and know that you've got it, that you are your #1 fan. And I motivator for myself as well as for you to remind yourself that you are so worthy and that you are just, you know, you're meant to have a beautiful, like, caring, loving relationship with yourself, and that's the #1 relationship that you want to have first and foremost before even involving yourself with, you know, a relationship that's ushy gushy mushy. And in a healthy one, you're still going to remember that you know, put yourself first and make sure you're good with yourself, and then you can be good for others around you. You know, love them wholeheartedly, because now you don't have that negative self-talk for yourself. We all have it, so I know nothing's perfect, but you know, I personally am trying to rid of that, and I'm catching myself a lot more. So if my friends or family watching this, I'm so sorry if I catch you guys and I'm like, oh, don't say that, pick a different word, or, you know, feel free to catch me and say, whoa, you know, you're not stupid, you're being silly, you know. Don't belittle yourself like that. So just a lovely FYI, you know, kind of another with you guys. I hope that you're loving yourselves, doing something beautiful, to remember that you really are worthy and don't ever feel like any less, because I know it's so hard out here. I know it's tough, especially in this world. It seems like, you know, we feel really lonely and everything, but, you know, being a lone wolf kind of girl all my life, although I'm a social butterfly, it's good to know how to be alone. Not always, because we need that social interaction, but just to kind of be okay with yourself, and then you can be okay with being a better person when you are around people, and knowing that you can be okay even if you are with or without somebody. So I hope that resonates with you guys. I hope that really, you know, is something special, and I hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day. As you can see, my daughters always end up coming in my video somehow, some way. So this is gonna be the end of that, but I just wanted to say hello and wish you guys a very happy Valentine's Day. So much for checking out my channel.
Bye.
Bye.